I wasn't even going to do a show on this, but there is some really disturbing stuff going on in the news today. And what I'm talking about is the Stop Online Piracy Act, or SOPA. And could SOPA be detrimental to the free and open source community? I'm going to talk about that today on Spatry's Cup of Linux. At a House Judiciary Committee hearing Wednesday, Democrats and Republicans joined together to voice support for legislation that would criminalize much of the activity that occupies the Internet. The bipartisan bill known as the Stop Online Piracy Act would establish major new powers for corporations intent on corralling copyrighted materials. Powers that would lead to big legal bills for startups and Silicon Valley giants alike. SOPA's Senate counterpart, the Protect IP Act, was already voted out of the Senate Judiciary Committee in September. Both political parties, flush with campaign contributions from Hollywood studios and trial lawyers, are eager to pass the legislation. The Senate version, introduced in May, has broad support but has been held up by Senator Ron Wyden. Without Wyden's hold, the legislation looks certain to pass by a landslide. The House version, introduced last month, was written by House Judiciary Chairman Lamar Smith and co-sponsored by Ranking Member John Conyers. The bill Protect IP and Stop Online Piracy Act are two pieces of legislation that essentially has the same theme. Give private copyright holders more tools to pull down pirated copies from the Internet. That sounds great on paper, but delving down into the details of each reveals some potentially serious problems for free and open source software developers. According to the Electronic Frontier Foundation, or EFF, SOPA will also affect any software vendors that copyright holders with which find fault, which could bring serious ramification of members of the free and open source community. Now, what does this mean? Well, the software giants will now have ammunition to take down any free software, including Linux, that utilizes a patented technology owned by a patent holder. Some examples are mouse clicks, scroll bars, window borders, player controls, just about any kind of graphic element that you would see on your screen here. These software giants, they have people that just sit down and think up all of these ideas, and they have patents on technologies that haven't even been invented yet. So when somebody from the free and open source community decides to pop in and create a new program, a new innovation, the big giant can step in and say, hey, you gotta pay up because we had that idea first, and here's the patent to prove it. This is going to kill innovation. This is terrible news. This can also potentially harm the United States economy because companies are going to move their servers overseas. And then we're going to lose jobs here in this country because those people that maintain those servers are going to be out of work. This isn't looking too good, folks. Now, under the current practice, copyright owners such as TV networks and Hollywood studios reach out to websites to request that pirated videos are taken down. Now, if this law passes, They could ask banks, internet service providers, and domain name registrars to stop doing business with websites that they believe were devoted to piracy. They could, for instance, go straight to YouTube's domain registration company and demand that the entire YouTube website be taken down. And if the registrar resisted, the copyright owners would have the legal ability to take the registrar to court. We cannot allow this to happen in our country. They're going to take away our freedom of speech, our freedom to use free software and give it to our friends. They are going to kill innovation, and they are going to hamper the internet. Some things that you can do is you can click the links that I'm going to have in the show notes. You will see that even the Vice President opposes this. We can't allow our government to take our freedoms away. If our freedom of speech on the internet is taken away, that's going to give them more cause to take more of our freedoms away. At which point then we might as well take the stars and stripes off of the flag so that we have just a red square with a hammer and sickle on it. Take some action. Spread this message to your friends. Pass these links in the show notes on to your friends. Write to your legislators and your congressmen. Let's put a stop to this, people. Let's work together on this one so that we can enjoy our internet freedoms and our freedom of speech. Thanks for watching.